Today, Sound It Out, we're going to explore a closed syllable. In order to understand how to read and spell English words properly, we have to understand the difference between vowel sounds and vowel letters. Our alphabet contains the vowel letters A, E, I, O, and U. Despite the fact that there are only 5 vowel letters, we have about 18 different vowel sounds in our language. One way that we can help understand how to pronounce the vowels is to understand the types of syllables. So, the type of syllable we're going to be looking at today is called a closed syllable. In a closed syllable, a word or part of a word contains a single vowel. This is followed by one or more consonants. This pattern of letters is important because that consonant closes off the vowel sound and typically creates what we call the short vowel. We use the little black marking called a breve to indicate that we want the short vowel sound. The short vowels are A apple A, E edge E, I itch I, O octopus ah, U up When we look at closed syllables, again, the pattern for a closed syllable is that we have a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. The consonants at the beginning of the word usually do not have any impact on what the vowel says. So to pick out whether or not it's a closed syllable, we want to find that vowel and look after it. One exception to this would be when an A has a W before it. The syllable is still actually considered closed if it's followed by a consonant, but the A is going to make the short O sound in many words that have a W before the A, such as want and swan. Another thing to watch out for is if the consonant following the vowel is an R. This is a different type of syllable that we'll look at in a later video, but the vowel will not be short in a vowel R syllable. Okay, so let's say that we're reading along and we see a word that looks like this and we're not exactly sure how to read it. One of the first things for us to find would be the vowel, which in this word is an E. Then we're going to look after it, and we see that we have 2 consonant letters, an N and a D. So we can just ignore the beginning for a moment to figure out what that E is going to say. This syllable does appear to be closed, so we can anticipate that the E will make its short sound, or eh. So these letters blended together would create the sound end. Now we can add in our beginning, bull, and blend. We can use what we know about syllables in longer words as well. In this particular word, if we didn't know how to pronounce it, again, we would look for our vowels. This particular word contains 2. They're spaced out, so we would anticipate that this word has more than 1 syllable. We would look between those vowels and see that there are 2 consonants between, so that would be a logical place for us to try to divide the word. Let's ignore the end for a moment and focus on the beginning. This is just a closed syllable. It has a single vowel followed by a consonant. Therefore, we can anticipate that A to say ah. So this syllable would likely say mag. Now let's turn our attention to the end. Single vowel followed by a single consonant. This syllable also appears to be closed. So we can try this vowel with a short sound, eh. Net would be the whole syllable. So if we blend those together, magnet, that's a word I'm familiar with. It's 2 syllables. Both of these happen to be closed. So in review, when we're reading, if we see a pattern of letters that has a single vowel followed by 1 or more consonants, we can anticipate that the vowel will likely be short, and we can code it with that breve and try out those short vowel sounds. The syllable types help us to read many words. Thank you for watching.